Okay, now from this position, okay, my weight is still on his side. I want to keep that weight on his body as I go to my north-south position. So I switch my base like this, so I'm still on top of him. I don't want to do this because there's nothing behind me now, and Scotty could slightly roll over and take me on my back. So I switch my base. So if he were to roll over, this foot here, this one is going to push into him, body weight into him like this. Okay? So as I roll over Scott, this arm, I want to control this arm, and I also want to control this one. Can you guys see how my hip is actually controlling this arm as I turn over this way, and this one goes underneath as I let go, and this one comes over the top here. And if Scott pulls his arm out, or if he were to pull it out, I've got it trapped here, and I'm coming nice and tight. Elbow to knee, put it into a little box, okay? So that's from my side body to my north-south position. Okay, so I've got body weight on top of his chest, and I'm pinning his arms with my elbow and knee, and the same on the other side. Now, I'm gonna shift and move to my side body position over there. I don't wanna just get up and move over, right? There's too many gaps. Again, it can push away on my hip. It makes it really hard for me. I still need to maintain control, okay? So, how do I use my body weight and control his arm? Number one, I wanna go lock it in like this, nice and tight, okay? And then lock the other one in like this, under his armpit, tight, okay? From here, I shift my base, yep, and I shoot this arm through, and this arm is going to go behind his head. The other one will be here, okay? I've got control of his head, control of his arm, my weight is into his body, okay? That's variation number one. Why? Because that arm is free and he can push on my face again. Oh, and again, if he leaves his arm up there, thanks Scott, I lose control of this arm if I block it with this one, or lose control of his head if I block it with this one. So we're gonna do the other method from the north-south. I'm gonna go back to the same position so that way it's consistent. So over the top and then under on this side. So we go, same control, nice and tight. My weight's still on him. Okay, as I pick my chest up, I lock him in like this. Yeah, nice and tight. This time, I'm going around his arm as opposed to in between his arms. So we go outside and bring this here, lock him in, okay? And as his arm pops out, I lock it into my hip. So I've got good control of this arm, good control of this arm. Doesn't matter what his head does, as long as his arm can push on my neck or my face. Okay, side body position. Again, very good for your MMA strike. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, from side body, I'm now going to move into my cross body position. Okay, so I shift my weight, one more time, controlling this arm with my hip. See how there's no gap? As I lean my weight on top of Scott, chest to chest, I can have two options. I'm only going to show you, I'll show you over the top as I have, or underneath, like this. This will be the preferred method. And then as I close the gap, I pin his arm in nice and tight. The tighter I make it, the better it is for me. Okay, the worse it is for Scott. Okay, so you make that box real small. Okay, from here, cross body position. I want to go back to my mount position as explained in the top circuit. So the way I will do this is to regain the mount like this. I shift my weight and do like a reverse side body position where my feet are facing Scotty's feet, okay? And this leg is up. Then from here, I come up off the floor. I'm exaggerating this a little bit for purpose of teaching, but I bring my hips off the floor and hop over the leg nice and quick, okay? Keep your weight nice and low. And then when you know you've got your balance on top of your partner, you can then shift your weight back to the mount and use your weight on top of your partner. All good? Okay. Thank you, Scott. Thanks. Okay, there you have it. How to use your body weight and also how to control your partner's arms when you're moving from position to position in the top circuit. If you want to find out more, subscribe to blackbeltbasics.com. I'm Val. Thank you for watching.